Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to this video. So, today marks 6 weeks exactly when I was diagnosed with cirrhosis to my liver. And I want to give an update of how my health is today, what I've been doing to improve my health, and things like that. Now, bearing in mind, I am still in Italy, and the temperatures have been very, very hot, and even this weekend. This weekend is the hottest weekend apparently on record for this year so far, which I'm not looking forward to. Anyway, so 6 weeks ago, I was taken to hospital because in this room and in my apartment, I was struggling with breathing. It was a frightening and terrifying experience. And this happened how it happened was it was in the early hours of the morning. I just couldn't sleep. I initially thought it was because of the heat, because it was very hot that time, and it wasn't the heat. So I went to the kitchen, I tried to drink some water, I tried to get something to eat, and that was to no avail. It didn't make any difference. The worst part was trying to have a cool shower. I thought I was going to die or collapse in that shower. It was a frightening experience. And then when I came back in here and put my clothes on, my breathing became even worse. And as I live here on my own, I was thinking, I'm in danger here. This is dangerous. I'm going to die if I'm not too careful. It was a really terrifying experience. So I went next door to my neighbour. It was about 6 a.m. in the morning, so I appreciate them for waking up that time of morning, because they can speak a little bit of English, and they were the people who helped me get an ambulance and to do the Italian translation. And yeah, I was taken to hospital instantly. Pam Bear I quickly fed Pam Bear and watered Pam Bear before I left. So Pam Bear was taken care of. So anyway, I'm at the hospital and they do all these tests and analysis, and yeah, they did detect that I have cirrhosis to the liver. I've actually got the results of my liver, and I didn't understand the results at the time, but when I had a when I had my property owner here, she did the translation for me, and normally they say like -73 is like a normal amount. I had something like about 800 and something, which was a huge amount. I don't know what this was exactly, but I don't know, based on points or something, but it was something anyway. So it was a very, very high result, which they resulted as there's problems with my liver, and it was cirrhosis. Now, I immediately admitted to them that this is probably down to me drinking alcohol. I was completely honest and open. I don't smoke. I never smoke cigarettes, so it wasn't that. It was down to poor dietary and to drinking too much alcohol, and I got no one to blame but myself on that. So this whole thing, this whole problem with my body was my body telling me, it was a huge, massive warning to say stop drinking and stop eating too much junk food. So what's happened since then? So immediately after the weekend had finished, when I got paid, I went to the pharmacy and I got the stuff that they prescribed me. I would have got it earlier, but I didn't have any money then at the time. But I changed immediately my diet. I immediately started to drink lots more water. I started to eat a bit more pasta, and I bought some bread at the supermarket. The first few days was actually very difficult for me, because wherever I was walking around in the supermarket or in the shopping centre, um, when I was standing still, I felt I felt a bit dizzy. I felt disorientated, and I just didn't feel my normal self. But somehow, I don't know how, but I managed to, try and live my life as normal. Um, I told the bar immediately, that my local bar that I go to, that I'm not drinking any more alcohol anymore. I went to hospital for the emergency appointment, and I've told them to refuse selling me alcohol. And they were shocked with this news, but I think they were also relieved in many ways that that I've stopped drinking alcohol completely. Um, so yes, so I have changed my dietary. I changed my diet. I've been drinking nothing but water. I've had a tiny bit of Coca-Cola from time to time, but not as much as I used to drink. I have had the occasional pizza, but most of the time I'm eating pasta. I'm eating soup. I'm eating kind of like liquid meals as well. I'm eating like sandwiches that I make up. Tuna. Sometimes I have some tuna. It depends on what's being cooked, but my dietary has changed completely now, and um, I've noticed that I've lost lots and lots of weight, which is good. I finally got rid of that beer belly now, and people around this area have started to notice that I've lost weight. I don't know if that's because they know that I've stopped drinking alcohol, or if it's anything to do with the heat, because it's still very hot here in this country. Um, the only problem is that the the people who I saw at the hospital, they said that I should be doing plenty of exercise. Now, I want to do plenty of exercise, but when you go outside during the day, it's like a barbecue. It's like you're walking in a barbecue and you're just frying away, and you're like, whoo, you're losing. It's very uncomfortable, and it's not very good to really do some exercises in this blistering heat. And we haven't had any rain at all for about, I don't know, like 4 months, I would say. Um, so, as you would expect in the Mediterranean, you're going to get Mediterranean weather, and here we are. We have it now, and we're going to get more of it, unfortunately, from tomorrow and this weekend. But that's the way it is, unfortunately. I want this weekend to go quick. So what else have I been doing though? So I have lost a lot of weight. I've been feeling a lot better in my body. I do have occasional problems with my breathing around the throat, but that's sometimes when I go to bed at night. I'm not getting my full quota sleep. It's too uncomfortable. It's too hot and sweaty to sleep at night time. I've got the kitten as well who wants to play all the time. Um, so it can be quite difficult to get a full quota sleep right now. But I'm trying to sort of have, I don't know if it's called sleep debt really. So try and sleep a bit longer just to sort of catch up to the sort of normal time. Um, I haven't been sleeping that well at all. It's been very uncomfortable, and it's been very, very hot and difficult. Um, there's been another thing that I checked out. Now I asked about this with my property owner because she used to be a medical expert. She's now retired now, and I also checked this out on the internet. So I've done some research on the internet that I've been drinking green tea. This is green tea. This is from the local supermarket. I've been drinking this for about 2 weeks now, and this is supposed to clean out or detox the liver. And these are cheap. These are, well, this one cost me €2. The one I wanted to cost €1 because it's on offer, but they sold out. So this was the next best thing. And I have to say that before I had this problem, I never ever drank green tea. But I've been drinking 3 cups a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening, around about my dinner time. And I've been doing that constantly. And actually, it's been kind of effective. Actually, I feel a lot more. I feel a lot more better in my body now. I feel like a kind of like a, how do I say this? Like a revitalized man again. So I do think that the experience was scary, but at the same time, I think it was a great experience in some ways because uh, in a little bit of a way because I've stopped eating junk food and all the crap. Um, I've stopped drinking alcohol, And I don't think if my body didn't give me this warning, this frightening warning, I would still be doing what I was doing 6 weeks ago. So this, although it was a terrifying experience, this is also an experience for me to take seriously. If you're going through the same problem and you're battling, for some people, I understand that alcohol is an addiction at the end of the day, and I understand that some people cut. It's like with gambling and with smoking. People have that urge. I don't have that urge at all. But then there again, once I've made up my mind in doing something, I stick to it. Um, I know for some people do have addiction to alcohol. My father died from alcohol, from drinking too much alcohol, which caused him to have sepsis, and then slowly his organs in his body started to shut down, which in the result killed him. Um, and he was an alcoholic. We tried as hard as we could to, my family and I tried as much as we could to stop him drinking alcohol. Maybe perhaps one or two of his friends did it as well, but it was at that point it was too little, too late. So I feel really good after 6 weeks. Much better than I was. I've been busy working. I do have occasions where I do feel a bit tired, but that is partly to do with the heat and with the lack of sleep. Maybe it is also to do with my body a little bit because I haven't had. I do have occasional moments where I have a rest, where I don't work. But my normal routine is just work, because I got no other reliable source of income coming in because I'm a freelancer. I do freelance work and I've got bills to pay. I also need to go back to England next month. So for the moment, I am working constantly, but I'm kind of putting limits now to how many hours I'm working. So I have my own target for every day, and I'm not going to try and burn myself out. I'm going to try and relax a little bit more. I do have my first day off on the 23rd of Friday, so that's almost 2 weeks' time. I can't wait for that. Even the computer will be like, "Where's John today?" So, in conclusion, that yes, the it was a frightening experience, but drinking lots and lots of water. I got bottles. I got sort of those sort of drinking flask container things that you drink from. Um, my dietary has changed, so I've been eating lots of pasta, lots of bread, lots of tuna as well, fruits as well. I forgot to mention fruits. These things all help. Yogurt as well. Yogurt. I've had some yogurt this morning as well. I don't always eat yogurt, but it has been a nice sort of energy source for me, and it's light as well, so it helps me throughout the day. I tend to have about 3 yogurts a day, so it's like with the green tea. I have one in the morning, I have one in the afternoon, and I have one around after dinner. So this has helped me out a lot, but I haven't really been buying many yogurts recently because the one I want they've sold out of. I love the supermarket sometimes. But yeah, I do feel much better now. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm thinking a bit more clearly now. And I think also another part of the problem with this, which I forgot to mention, is stress, because and panic as well. Because when I had this the first time, when my body was saying, stop drinking, I did have kind of like a panic attack, and I had quite a few panic attacks at that moment, even at the hospital. It was when I had already seen two of the nurses in the morning, and then I'd go back in the waiting room. And while I was in the waiting room, I don't know if it was because of panic or not, but I started to feel I felt I was going to collapse in a hospital in a waiting room. So I got the security guard, and I said something like "Il mio cuore è male." He got someone else, and I went back into the place where I went originally to, and they gave me some. They did small tests on me, and again that was a frightening experience. So It's not worth going to hospital, of course. Just look after your body, drink lots and lots of water, be healthy, and I do occasionally do some exercise in the evening. Just a second. I do occasionally do exercise in the evening when the sun goes down because of course it's much cooler there, and actually everybody goes out for a walk. You see people going out for a walk with their dogs, and people walking around and having like going running and things. I do that occasionally, but not all the time. But but it is quite nice when you just feel that cool breeze. It's like now the sun is on the other side, the opposite side of my apartment, where here there's not a great amount of ventilation, but there's a tiny amount, but it's reasonable. It's enough for me to breathe. So there we go. This is my story of and my update of 6 weeks after being diagnosed with cirrhosis and how I feel now. And I feel much better now. I'm looking forward to going back to England in 5 weeks' time today. I'm so excited. And actually, 5 weeks tomorrow. Sorry. And I can't wait. I'm feeling a lot more happier now also because 5 weeks is going to go very quickly, I hope. Um, and and I can be reunited with my family after 16 months living here. Well, actually, it's 4 years, but the last time I saw my family face to face was 16 months ago. So I'm looking forward to the future. And but the thing is, to enjoy my future, I have to look after my future. I have to look after myself. And if you're having the same experience, if you're having a problem with alcohol or smoking or anything similar, get some advice. Seek some advice now, and try your best to stick to it. If you got friends that are not really supporting you, get rid of them. You need people to support you and back you because addiction is difficult. I wouldn't say that I had an addiction to alcohol. Maybe in some eyes that I did, but I've stopped that now. I can manage to stop that. Um, but things change, people change, and I think sometimes in life you have to change the circle of people that you are in. My sister similarly has a problem with drinking, and her friends always encourage her to go out to the bar or to buy alcohol, and she does it. And I keep saying to her, you got to get rid of these people, Katrina. These people don't care about you. They just want to have fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun, but it's just doing it in a responsible way. And let's face it, we're not getting any younger, so we have to every day we have to take care of our bodies. And anyway, so that's another story. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope this video has helped you. So if you do have cirrhosis or you feel that you're drinking too much, watch this video. Buy some green tea. Get lots of water. Um, Buy fruit, buy vegetables, have a healthy dietary system. It works. It really does work. And I've lost so much weight now that I can fit back into my old shirts and my old jeans and things again. I wouldn't say I was a fat bastard, but I mean, um, but I certainly did put on a bit of weight. But now that weight is gone completely, and people have noticed, and I'm feeling good. Every day's a good day. Every day that I'm still alive here and making these videos and doing my work and things is a good day. So I'm very happy with that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Please hit the subscribe button. Please like this video and please hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching and have a good first day. Bye for now.